guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to go ahead and take down the EZA for INT LR 3rd year anniversary VEGITO. Again, just like the 3rd year anniversary Gogeta, I do really have to start this off with saying this is some of the most important content to really get done in the game right now, right? As we all know, the Ultimate Red Zone is out. It's, the most difficult content. I feel like you could maybe make the argument that it's the most difficult content currently in the game, like, compared to, like, any difficult content at any point in the game's history, I think, potentially, right? It's like, we always think about, okay, like, oh, this, unit, like, LR Kale and Khalifa, they're so busted, the best unit in the game. UI Goku, AGL UI Goku is the best unit in the game at one point, but, like, it's like, no matter how good a lot of these characters, like, how good the LR Super Saiyan 4s are right now, none of them will ever touch how OP STR Gogeta was when he first came out compared to the rest of the game. And I think the Ultimate Red Zone, to me, like, maybe there's an argument for original Super Battle Road for, like, Extreme Tech or something like that. Like, just beating it back in the day was so tough, but I don't know, Ultimate Red Zone, I feel like is right there seriously in the discussion. I don't think, no matter basically what Dokkan does, like, I just feel like there's no way they could drop a unit that's more OP than STR Gogeta was on his release, but I definitely do think they could potentially drop a difficult event that's harder than any other difficult event that's ever been out, which they might have done with the Ultimate Red Zone, right? So, if you're a free-to-play player, how in the hell are you supposed to beat it? The answer, I think the first thing to do is to get yourself the 3rd year anniversary LRs. LR Gogeta and LR INT VEGITO. As long as you're not like a brand new player or you haven't like re-rolled recently or something like that, you probably do have these 3rd year anniversary LRs, potentially with dupes, right? If you've got these guys with dupes, you're able to get them EZA'd, and they're able to really help dominate in the Ultimate Red Zone. Because, on turn 6, you're able to have them fuse, and then you get the full heal. You basically get a full reset, and, the Gogeta and the VEGITO, they're some of the best units in the game, once they actually fuse and come out. So, they're just ridiculously powerful. In the Ultimate Red Zone, one of the major ways they've made it incredibly difficult is by limiting your items, right? This is why I've always been going on about, characters like Tech Ultimate Gohan and how good he is because he doesn't need items. Because it's like, you could see the way they've been doing this, where with these difficult contents, like events, they've been slowly limiting your item usage, right? Like the GT Legendary Goku event, the Legendary Vegeta event, all these events, again, just limiting the items that you're able to use, right? So it's like, we look at this, and it's like, now we have the natural progression of things where we get down to the Ultimate Red Zone, we're only able to use one item, and these fights are like, a lot of times they go like 10 turns. Even with like the LR Super Saiyan 4s, the LR Gods and stuff like that on your team, these events can really go on and on and on. So it is imperative, again, to get the 3rd year anniversary LRs. Now, this EZA event, it was just a joke. I think one of the main reasons is because I chose to do the Gogeta one first, right? Because Gogeta destroys this Vegito one. So I think that the way to do this is, you use your Fuse Fighter team to take down the physical Gogeta EZA, and then you use the physical Gogeta, and then you jump in here, and with your final trump card team, you can take it down. I think the LR Super Saiyan 4s and the Fuse Fighter team, it's the way to take down both EZAs, right? Because essentially, most of these characters, Final Trump Card, Fuse Fighter, like, they're right there. Like, a lot of them are on both categories, right? So we're able to use a very similar build, very similar to LRs, even to the one I did when taking down the physical LR Gogeta EZA. But, like, as you guys see, like, these are easy too. I don't know that this is really going to be too hard for a lot of people, because I just look at all these like fusion LRs, and it's like, sure, it is asking players to have LRs and Dokkan Fest LRs, but again, I know I personally have been strongly encouraging and recommending people to summon on the types of banners that has these units. You know, 5th anniversary LR Blue Gogeta, STR Vegito, the 3rd anniversary LRs, right? Like, these are the banners that I think you should have been summoning on in the first place, right? So, with a lot of these units, you know, it should be pretty easy to take this EZA down. Like, you know, these LRs are so powerful. Remember, the way it works, too, is that final trump card, being on that category, gives you extra defense, but it's legendary power, which is doing all of the damage. That's why the LR gods are still really, really good in here, is because even though they're not on... Wait, actually, I think they are on final trump card, aren't they? Actually, let me quickly double check that, but I think the LR gods actually are on final trump card. In my head, I was just thinking that they're not on final trump card, but I think they are, because the fusion into Blue Gogeta, like, just them having that as an active skill is so good. It puts them on so many additional category teams, right? Just having that. I mean, you know, Fusion and all you know, Fuse Fighter, all these types of teams. Yeah, they are on final trump card. Okay, yeah, so like, boom, there we go. We're added to the final trump card team. But there we go. I mean, I don't know that there's really too much else for me to say. Like, this is just easy. I think both of these LR EZAs right here are not really too tough. I mean, sure, my units are all Rainbow Link level 10 and stuff like that. But, you know, these types of Dokkan Fest LRs are not exactly hard to come across compared to, like, other LRs, right? Like, some of these previous LR EZAs, you know, you have only a few LRs on the category team or something like that. But this one, I mean, this is just a bunch of LRs that have been on, like, very big-time premium banners that have sort of released throughout the game's history, right? So, I'll go ahead and finish up here. We'll go ahead and let this play out. Just sort of tearing through this EZA. Let me know what you guys think of the INT VEGITO EZA. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.